Mercedes-Benz Under-20 qualifiers continue in Estadio Miguel Chocorón Buitrago in Managua, Nicaragua. Full time from Estadio Miguel Chocorón Buitrago, a dominant way to start group play in this match for Martinique over the U.S. Virgin Islands. Jack Edwards here to wrap up the action with you. A 7-1 win for Martinique to open up Group F. They had some chances from set pieces in the first 3 minutes of the match, and this one would be the first goal of the game from Malik Hachi-Filimin on a bit of an awkward one, a high looping cross into the box from the corner. It was a windy day in this one, and they took full advantage. The striker instinctively knocking that home with the outside of his right foot. That came 3 minutes into the match and was a deserved lead to start things for Martinique. A good free kick whipped in there from Noah Thine was well saved by the goalkeeper, who was very busy. Andrew Alvarado was throughout the contest. On this one, he would get something, but not enough after a good bit of pressing from Malik Hachi-Filimin. Wins the ball high up the field and powers it home for 2-0. Just a awkward hop, kind of caught in two minds there for Antonio Martinez in the back line for the U.S. Virgin Islands. And it was to the profit of the striker, Malik Hachi-Filimin, capitalizing and making it 2-0 in the 27th minute. It was a good start to him for the match and for Martinique as well. A deserved second goal to score in the match at that point. On the turn, Noah Abatucci missing just off frame. They would find their third at the very end of the first half from Naili Thermain, able to just neatly put one into the bottom right corner when many would have expected him to go for maybe the opposite side. He went for the near post with a really well-placed finish. That was a goal that he deserved after his first 45 minutes. It made it 3-0 as we resumed our second half of play. A shot in this instance was well saved, and we'd see our fourth goal of the game from Noah Delem off the bench. Just lasers one into the bottom left corner. It catches the inside of the left post and able to sweetly hit the net on the other side of the goal. So a 4-0 lead they would have after that 62nd minute goal from Noah Delem. It would be a 13-minute period with a lot of goals. Delem would have another one 6 minutes later from distance. It was some strike from the midfielder, just skidding along the turf into the bottom left corner. That made it 5 goals to 0 in that one after a good attacking move. Lucas Belange had one shot saved. That one would not be denied. He would go off the bench and score to make it a 6-0 match. That would come 3 minutes after Delem's goal, so 9 minutes between those 3 goals. And then 1 minute later, this one saved by the goalkeeper. Not enough on the second one, though, from Cyan Gonzalez to make it a 7-0 match. 10 minutes, 4 goals scored for Martinique. A big flurry of goals. We have them with a big +6 goal difference at the top of Group F, but there would be the moment for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Connor Bass, one-on-one with the defender, gets past him and fires one into the roof of the net. Made it a 7-1 match. So it finishes 7-1. Martinique on top of the U.S. Virgin Islands. They go to the top of Group F. Full time from a entertaining 90 minutes between Nicaragua and Aruba. Jack Edwards with you to round out the action. These two sides in match number 2 of our day in Group F in men's Concacaf U20 qualifiers. Both of them coming into this with aspirations for all 3 points. Aruba's chances taking a big dent with this red card for Isaac Campore just 8 minutes into the match. So they go down to 10, and a number of chances for Nicaragua would continue to flow. They started strong when it was 11v11. They continued that tempo when they were up a man, making a lot of big moves in the first 45 with Jacques Saint-Gomez. In that instance, though, his strike saved by the goalkeeper. Another instance here of him coming in from the edge of the box to get a shot off. Another save made by Daquan Toussaint, who was so involved, the captain for Aruba, in between the sticks. His positioning was great all throughout the match. There would be kind of a half chance from a set piece here for Aruba, almost an own goal on one whipped into the box. Just not quite the proper header hit there. It was a bit off there. This was the next big moment in the match. The sub, Julius Martis, bounces past one defender who thought he was fouled, and taking a big swing, aiming for the ball with Shan Rigby, got the man and got a red card. So a red card apiece for the two sides within a half hour. Meant it was 10v10, but Nicaragua would still have opportunities. They would still have the ability to potentially try and control the match, control the opportunities, control the tempo of play. After 45, it was scoreless between Nicaragua and Aruba. And we would wonder, what changes would each coach make in terms of personnel, in terms of tactics? There would still be controversial moments in that one. Was that a penalty on that dribble into the box. Montenegro had that shot. Then the match turned on this one. A fake shot, a bit of a feint, and just a fantastic strike from Gileadro Losiabar. Dances past a few, gets it onto his right foot, and buries one. A sensational strike with just one of the first shots of the match for Aruba. You've seen how many chances Nicaragua have had. Aruba not having that much at all. In that instance, they were able to pick up their first goal of the match. Then Raelian Wilkerson, just 6 minutes after that goal, driving forward, buries one in the top left corner. The right back getting onto his left foot. 2 moments of absolute magic for Aruba make it a 2-0 lead. And this was right around the hour mark in the match, 59th minute of the game. And they're leading by 2. And you'd wonder, how would Nicaragua get back into this game? They have had opportunities, but they had not been clinical with them and sent the fans that made the trip for Aruba contingent into an absolute frenzy. But off the ball, things will take another turn. In Nicaragua, they win 2-0 to start group play with all 3 points.